Pro-choice advocates love this argument, but when you look at it a little bit closer, it falls apart. Have you ever heard of the violinist argument? It's one of the most popular pro-choice arguments. It was originally proposed by philosopher Judith Jarvis Thomson, but while it sounds persuasive at first, it actually falls apart under closer examination. Here's why. The argument goes like this. Imagine one day you wake up and find yourself physically connected to a famous unconscious violinist. He's sick and will die unless he stays connected to your body for 9 months. You didn't consent to this. Someone just hooked you up while you were asleep. Thompson argues that just like you wouldn't be morally obligated to stay connected to this person, a pregnant woman isn't obligated to remain connected to a fetus. But here's the problem. The analogy doesn't hold up. First, the pregnancy isn't like being kidnapped and being used against your will. In the vast majority of cases, pregnancy results from voluntary actions, namely sex. Even if someone didn't intend to get pregnant, taking an action that's naturally ordered towards pregnancy involves a level of responsibility that the violinist scenario lacks. Think of it like driving a car. You might not intend to get into a car accident, but by getting behind the wheel, you accept the risk and responsibilities that comes with it. If something goes wrong, you can't just say, I didn't mean for this to happen, and walk away. The same applies for pregnancy. Second, the analogy treats the fetus like a stranger, a complete outsider. But a fetus isn't a stranger. It's the woman's own child. Parents have a natural obligation to their children, even if it's difficult or inconvenient. No one would ever say that it's okay for a parent to abandon a newborn just because caring for it is hard. Third, the violinist argument skips over the biggest issue, the moral status of the unborn. The violinist is clearly a person, but so is the fetus. If we're being honest with science and logic, from the moment of conception, the fetus is a distinct, living human being. So the question isn't about bodily autonomy, it's about whether we can justify ending the life of another innocent person. So in conclusion, the violinist argument might sound convincing on the surface, but it crumbles when you examine it closely. Pregnancy isn't an assault on women. It's the natural result of human reproduction. The unborn child isn't a stranger, it's family. And moral responsibility doesn't disappear just because a situation might be hard. Bodily autonomy matters, but it doesn't give us the right to harm another human being.